or do not. There is no try.
Who's hanging out? Who there?
Nom 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 nom.
Let's just make sure Discord isn't muted all day today.
Hold on a sec. What's that?
Yesterday or the day before or fucking whenever that was, I had Discord muted for like an hour and a half.
Why'd you do that?
Something. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did, obviously.
Well, it's because of you.
Can't help it.
Happy Friday.
Heck yeah.
Long weekend kind of stuff.
Is it Canada Day or on Monday or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you guys also bathe in maple syrup?
Not so much.
Oh, Ontario's just weird then, I guess.
Well, we don't have a lot of the maple out here, right? So.
Oh, really?
Well, we have maple trees, just not like the maple syrup trees.
Those are the maple syrup trees. You just gotta stick them with something.
It's not the same. We do have lots of salmon though.
Can you get maple syrup from the salmon?
No,
Oh.
but you can do smoked salmon and then like put maple syrup on it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I love smoked fish. I used to really like smoked rainbow trout.
So this you're gonna laugh your butt off on this one. Apparently,
oversell it.
Apparently, scones are a sacred thing in England or the UK or whatever, and that
Sacred
because I mentioned how I'm like, oh, I like cheese scones, and Ormy was like, what? I'm like, yeah, cheese scones. It's like one of the first things you learn how to like cook in foods class in high school. You know, he's like, what the hell are they teaching you in Canada? That's blasphemy. Like, he was shook. He was seriously shook over cheese scones.
Over adding cheese to scones?
Yeah,
or like
at first he thought like you just you have a regular scone and then you put cheese on it. And I'm like, no. Like you like grate some nice cheddar cheese, and then you mix it in with the dough, and then you bake them, and then you have cheese scones. And he's like, that's even worse. I would rather eat shit. And I'm like,
what?
I'm like, I don't understand.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
I'm like, you like cheese, right? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, and you like scones? Yeah. And I'm like, so why can't you put the two together? They're not bad things to put together. It's like, I didn't understand. Like, and then it was funny because then I even found a recipe from the BBC, which is like, the British Broadcasting Company or whatever, for cheese scones. So that made he's like, fuck them. It's like he was going off. It was funny. And I'm just like, I just don't see what the issue is. Like,
that seems like a perfectly normal thing.
yeah.
What is a scone?
It's like
It's like a biscuit?
like a biscuit, yeah.
What the hell is Spotify throwing at me right now? So it's Finish It Friday. I'm not gonna finish a model, but my plan is to finish this damn step that I've been working on all week, highlighting these little alien things. They're not even little, they're actually massive. I'd consider them like medium if I were to. They're definitely larger than average model.
Speaking of larger than an average model, I had to take my truck in to get serviced today and whatnot, and so they asked me if I needed like a loaner vehicle or anything like that, or a ride or anything. And I'm like, no, I can walk around. I'm good. So I went to the mall. And I'm wandering around. Went to a House of Knives store, bought myself a new little knife, a little pocket knife, and then wandered into GameStop, and kind of hidden in behind a couple other boxes was two artist-proof McFarlane Toys, like oversized minis for Warhammer. A Corn Berserker and a Space Wolf.
Are they like, I think I don't really know what that is, like not to paint. Like it's like an action figure or something?
Yeah, but they're huge. They're like almost a foot tall. And they are to paint.
They are to paint.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fun. Did you snag them?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a nice treat.
So I did that, and then, like I said, I got the knife, got those, got home here.
Sissa, gee whiz, what's going on? Join us for Finish It Friday workshops. Come hang out. Sis is back home. Heck yeah, gee whiz. Finish It Friday. Long weekend.
And then,
Let's go.
Was also watching Moco's.
Yeah, how are they doing?
Oh, good. They're at 14,570. Just went up to $79. Out of 15,000.
Yeah, that's so impressive, man.
I dropped a hundo on them.
Oh, nice. Good for you, man.
And it was a hundo American, not a hundo Canadian, right?
But that's like way better. Like way better.
Yeah. Yeah, that got them to was what 13. Yeah, that got them to 13.9, and then somebody else dropped another hundo, got them to 14, and they were like, oh, and now they're at 14.5. Almost. They'll hit 15,000 today. I figured, hey, if I can afford, to get myself some toys, then I can also afford to help get some toys for the kids.
Yeah, man. Is that what the charity does? Like,
I don't know.
It's...
That's just the way I rationalized it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's for like medical
Probably
stuff.
A huge range of things.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things I imagine it's for. You know, like even if it, you know, some of it does go towards some toys, you know, it's like that kind of thing is needed for kids too, right? Well, now that that's done, no, see, here we go. I ordered some food yesterday. I got myself 2 donaires, and they have these like they're massive donaires from this pizza place here, and they're only like $17 a donaire, and that sounds like a lot, but one donaire is good for like an entire meal, entire day's worth of food, because they're just.
Sometimes I think, you know, as happy as I am to have been living in the woods, sometimes I'm thinking, you know, maybe it would be nice to just kind of go out and get yourself a donaire.
Yep.
We do have some stuff in the area that like we consider treats and stuff. It's not a huge range, but you know. Since I got home 10 minutes ago. Let's go. Just in time. So you timed your flight perfectly. Hey, Shiny, what's going on? I love this command. It's so ridiculous. Shiny's sharting on us. Happy Friday, Shiny.
Yeah.
Cheers, yo. Let me go click stuff. Chilling with Crasher. Oh, this little cat droid that T7's working on is awesome. It's got a base coat. Looks like he's getting some red trim. This kind of reminds me of what's his face from Overwatch.
That was really scary. And if you don't mind me saying, if that don't work, your breath certainly will get the job done, because you definitely need some Tic Tacs or something, because your breath stinks. Smoke weed every day.
Bastion. This reminds me of Bastion. Army's looking at going on these tunnels with the LED flames and stuff too. I wonder what this is gonna be, because this is looking really good close up, but we're not getting a lot of like backup. And then we're going into mini painting. I was Shiny. I was wondering about the shine on this. Is this a gloss that you put over this to make it look like leather, or is this like a certain type of primer? Because it's not on the skin. but I can see how down here is picking up some light, so I wasn't sure what that was.
It almost looks like you did a black primer with a white zenithal using ink, and then used a gloss.
This guy's gonna be cool.
A gloss.
I love the Orc War Bosses, and looks like Shiny's starting one and Ormy's starting one as well. Where was the one Ormy posted? Not this guy. It was another, maybe Projects. These look so good with these lights. Oh, I didn't see this picture. This is great. Great. Oh, here we go. This is the Orc War boss that Ormy's starting up. I wanna work on one now. It's a gloss leather. It kind of reminds me of like a goblin version of Black Widow. Okay, Spotify is trash today. What is going on here?
Oh, you can't trust it.
Spotify is just straight garbage. What is going on? I had it on Smart Shuffle, my like fantasy lo-fi playlist, and it's just throwing in a whole heck of a ton of trash. No more Smart Shuffle for you, Spotify.
I think Spotify was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's Friday.
Yeah. It's gonna do what it's like. Let's listen to this. Like, how about no? How about no? Shiny, do you have an orc army, or did you just pick that as a cool model to work on? I know you have a ton of goblins, but that one looked like a war model, or like a kind of like Warhammer. I wasn't sure if it was Warhammer or it was probably printed. Yeah, of course. Cool. You have an orc army. I don't think I knew that.
Sigmar or 40K?
That one looked more modern with the rocket hammer.
I didn't.
Was it printed though? Like, it's not official GW, is it? Orc player? Yeah, I would love to be an orc player. But that's a lot of models. Like, I wouldn't know which to go. Like, I think I would lean towards Tyranids if I was going to go Swarm. But Gazgold as a sneaky get. I'm not sure I know what that means, to be honest.
Gazgul Gulthraka is one of the war bosses for the orc. So most people,
Crasher's coming in clutch.
Most people just call him a Gazgul.
For the Wah.
Nothing compares, no worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. It compares, no worries. It compares, no worries. It compares, no
Guys, it's Friday. What are we rolling for? What are you doing this weekend? Crasher, what are we rolling for? What's the objective for the weekend? What are you up to?
Let's roll for.
Appreciate the lurk, Shiny. Thanks for sharting.
Roll for the chance of chaos.
The chance of chaos. I fucking love it. Let's go. Here we go. Damn it. I need to refresh the damn thing even though I just did it. I just did this.
See, the chaos is already starting.
It's already here. Alright. Just because of that, I'm rolling advantage. Wow, okay, what the fuck? You crit failed and you crit succeeded. That's at the same time.
This is what I'm saying. This is chaos.
Just rolled a 20 and the 1 at the same time.
Chaos.
I think, Crasher, I think you just opened the warp. Fuck. We're fucked. This is the last Canada Day we're gonna have. That was perfect.
As as the great Shang Tsung once said, it has begun.
I would attribute that to the Hidden King. Come on.
Yeah, but Shang Tsung said it.
When I hear someone says it has begun, I think of the battle for Helm's Deep as it starts to rain.
Yeah, but the overacting that guy did as Shang Tsung is hard to beat.
I don't know if I know what that is.
From Mortal Kombat.
Like, I know what Mortal Kombat is, but I don't know what the guy you're talking about.
So there's the video game, and then there's like the movie that they made.
Oh, I never watched a movie.
Oh,
there's a Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. They're pretty.
Are they great or are awful?
They're pretty cheesy at times.
So, like, if you kick someone in the face, their entire spine doesn't come out of their body?
No.
I don't know. The video game finishing moves would be pretty essential for a movie like that.
Hello? Hello?
Who's hanging out? Who's out there? What you up to? What's your plan for the weekend? Tell us a horror story. Who's up for a game of Wizard's Chess? Come on, chat. Someone's gotta be up for a game of Wizard's Chess.
Woohoo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woohoo! Woohoo! I got
What you talking about, Crasher? What's going on? What you celebrating?
So I had to take my truck in because the check engine light came on, right? As I mentioned before, I don't know if, or did I mention this to you yet?
You did. Yeah, you did. Yesterday. Right?
But yeah. So anyway, so I took it in today, and they put it on the thing and did all their stuff, and the code that came up was mass airflow sensor was fucking up, and so then they tried to give it a little clean, you know, and a new air filter, and that didn't fix the problem. They were still getting some errors, and it was out of tolerance range. So they gave me a call to see if they can replace it, because that costs a bit of coin to do. And I said, yeah, go for it. You know, that's going to fix the problem. That's going to fix the problem. So they did that, and checked everything else, and truck is working good. There's nothing wrong with the transmission. So,
oh, good.
Because of that mass airflow sensor not, you know, sensing the air right, means that the truck isn't breathing properly, and then it gets the wrong air fuel mixture and doesn't, you know, so it puts wear on other parts of the vehicle, which is why the transmission was like running hot, because then it was like not running in the right, you know, gear range, right RPM.
Hey, Goblets, you up for a game of Wizard's Chess?
Now I'm stoked. So they're doing the oil change.
That's
and
big news, because
repair
transition
right
would
now.
be a bit of a shit show.
And then
right.
At 5 o'clock I can go pick it up. So it's just like a few blocks away, kind of thing. I'll just wander on down. Literally like 3 blocks away.
Gonna play some Wizard's Chess with Goblets. Probably gonna kick my ass again, but that's okay. I'm happy to lose, as long as we're playing.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to. Got to keep me in check.
So there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser, right? Whether it's Wizard's Chess or Magic the Gathering.
I hope Sis is lurking. Hey, you know, she's gonna make you eat your words one of these days.
Hope so.
And I'm gonna be there.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm here for this. Turning on Bluetooth.
You could get in on the Magic.
I don't have a good charge on the phone, so I'll probably won't.
Hey Summit, you too could get in on the Magic the Gathering.
I would learn it digitally, but I don't think I would get into it as a card collecting game.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would. I feel like there's a million things I want to do. I don't know, maybe Sunday. I gotta hang out with Goblets on Sunday. We're making a D&D character, and that's been drilled into my brain. I'm playing Airsoft, and I'm in a tennis tournament, and I'm playing Airsoft on Saturday. This weekend's gonna be wild. Monday's also pretty open if you want. Usually I host a workshop in the Timcast on Sundays, but I think this weekend I'm going to cancel. Why can't I find you? Oh, you're right there. I'm stupid. Alright. Alright. We're going. We're rolling. Got a 3-minute timer on my move so I don't get all fucked up. Mass airflow will not affect the transmission temps at all, but it's 2 seconds to replace on a truck. They're right in the open. Silence coming in with car math.
It was, I'm pretty sure, just because like how the truck was running. Like I was up in the mountains, I stopped for gas, and then when I got back on it, like the trans temps were like at 99 Celsius.
Hold on, the trans pimps?
Which is
We're at
really
99 Celsius?
Yeah, they got up there. They were really hot. So, and then even like I tried like going easy on it after that, and I've also been noticing like some like hesitation and like power loss and such at certain times. So I'm sure that like because the truck's not breathing properly, it wasn't running smoother, so then it's gonna so then that's gonna compound. Yeah,
I gotta think
it
about
would run a little bit hotter in the
Goblet's
mountains,
gonna fuck me up.
but then it just never came down in temperatures even after I got out of the mountain, because it just was just with the way that the engine was running, higher RPMs, not breathing properly, making the transmission run at a higher RPM, would then
I wish I knew
make the transmission
more about
run
cars.
hotter.
Am I telling you what you're doing? Finishing this fight.
Silent, what are you up to this weekend?
I think it was Silent's birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's have a birthday party for Silent.
I heard something about that.
Well, no, I just said that, but I have no idea. I just said shot in the dark. Let's have a birthday party for Silent. Silent, when's your birthday?
Is it this weekend, Silent?
It's gonna be way off. Or right on the money.
Yeah, today we're gonna pretend we're the Sith and deal in absolutes. It's either right on the money or we're way off. No in between.
Can we have a Silence birthday
Don't
party?
get cocky!
But Silence not invited. He can only lurk. November. All right. All right.
My birthday's
All right.
in
Yo,
November.
that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to plan.
My
I'm
birthday's also
throwing
in
you a
November.
party, big guy.
We could have a dual birthday possibly. Mine's in November as well.
Nope. I want to have a Silent Bullets appreciation party. I'm gonna invite Jackal and Indigo and Crasher and Minnie. It's gonna be a grand old time. And we're gonna sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow, because I think that's what you're supposed to do.
We're also each gonna
And
get up. We're
gonna scare him off
and read a minimum 45-second speech about all the wonderful things.
You know what? How about let's make that a 45-minute speech about all the things.
Yeah.
We'll just cram it all in there, you know? You know, if you have to get a bunch of filler in there to fill in the 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not hard to do. I can make a whole bunch of bullshit. Great.
Yeah, Silent, she kind of fell off the tracks, but she moved and sort of settling. I've had a lot of Discord hangouts with her, but she's been online much. But she's been in Discord a decent amount. I think I hung out with her about I want to say a week and a half ago for a couple hours. We were just painting in Discord, but she's not on Twitch.
You need to have the Family Guy. It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It's a jackal. It's a jackal. When for when she appears.
Goblet's gonna fuck me up. I already know it. Turn on. iOS 17%. Charger is great. The best charger I have. Don't use it.
Did I show you the oh, look who
That's
it is.
okay, Silent. That's okay. In November, it won't be as cold, and you can watch the whole party.
How are those strawberries, Adepta?
I did not have some.
You haven't
It's
had
too
any?
dark. No, I had McDonald's.
You had McDonald's?
Yes.
Compared to
It's already.
If I was there, I would go. It'd be worth it to go out in the middle of the night with a flashlight and have a couple strawberries. Pick them in the middle of the night.
What? In the middle of the night? Sorry?
Not a bad thought.
Go out into the garden with
you
a flashlight and pick a couple of the strawberries in the middle of the night.
In the daytime, you psycho.
I'm too tired today for this. Not tomorrow. I'm already could not finish my burger. I ate only the meat to the bread.
Finish
I
the
left
burger.
the house. Yes. Oh. Oh my god, so done, eh?
So check this out, Adepta. I had Summit roll for Chaos, and he
Yes?
decided to roll it with advantage. So it rolls 2 d20s instead of just 1. And the rolling result was a 20 and a 1.
That
Oh,
was so funny.
How is that?
and now?
It's like it was perfect. It was perfect. And we opened up the warp.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing
Yeah.
today.
As a result, the eye of the storm has awoken, and and here they thought it was going to be the CERN collider that was going to cause the black hole to open. No. It was me, little old me. I did it.
What you doing?
Oh, it was just touching up some paint on the Amazon Blood Bowl team, fixing some of the overpainted areas where some of the skin painting got onto where I'm gonna now paint yellow. So
It
cut
was
that up
already
to white
painted,
first.
the team that you got?
I've just been working on that, picking away at it.
It was already painted as you got it?
Which?
The Blood Bowl.
No, they're not already painted.
Oh.
I gotta paint them myself.
I understood you got some kind of use it and stripping the paints to make it new.
That was a long time ago for something else.
Oh, okay. I got this one. Oh, is Armin not there today? I will ask him what he's doing.
I told
I
Summit
think
about
I'm
about
losing.
about the scones.
Not by a terrible amount. Well, no, I got the night actually.
Yeah.
You got him traumatized.
Yeah, right. See, Summit Depta is backing me up. I traumatized Ormy with cheese scones.
The poor guy, he came to be nice and pressure traumatized him.
Maybe you know what it was? It was just, I guess, because I had already been a big bully on you. I just had to keep being a big bully to everybody else and had to traumatize Ormy. You know, like beat you up with Magic the Gathering, and then traumatize Ormy with cheese scones. I'm just such a meanie.
Guys, I'm so done.
You're what?
Done. I'm tired.
Done? I thought you said drunk. I thought you said,
No,
guys, I'm
done.
so drunk.
You are 4 months time. I will share. 4 months.
Sissa, thank you for the sub. You're so nice. Guys, I appreciate it so much. I think my momentum has certainly taken a hit since this job, but that's not unexpected. Got to get back into the flow of it, and I think this week was pretty good.
Some?
I did show up every day this week. Last week I skipped a bunch of days, but this week I stayed up. I had the one day where there was that like bit of drama. I couldn't come online, but we workshopped a lot this week. I know I missed Wednesday, but been in Discord a lot. I love it. I'm kind of moving towards just like joining Discord every day. Like who cares? Workshop Wednesday, we still gotta hype up.
I like to join here.
Yeah, thank you. I like that people like it. I don't even really care what people are doing, you know? You guys playing Magic yesterday was awesome.
It's fun to hang out a little bit. We all are so chill, and so you can talk a bit with people, and later after the stream, so we could talk a little bit more because since people are streaming, so you shut up a little bit, and let them talk.
Adepta and I
Later is so
also,
funny. I like it.
we've decided that we all have to get together and play a game together, and I suggested Among Us because it'd be the
we need to
perfect
play
kind
one
of game
game
to blame
all together.
everybody else.
We need to play what?
Among Us.
Among Us? That would be fun. I have played that before. I think I do have it.
Will avenge us.
Ah. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of points. Summit, do you want to do some sports today?
I can use that.
Oh yeah. Some sports? Fucking bring it. That's fine. That's fine.
Go Summit, go Summit, go Summit!
Alright, I gotta be quick.
Hey, you guys already where's this holiday anymore? Wait a minute. Enduro.
You know,
Crasher, thank you for the sub.
yeah.
We got a hype train too. Look at us. Look at us.
Nice.
It's chill as fuck. We got a hype train going. What the heck? Night. That's fine.
One day.
Probably better I have the timeline on. Okay? Oof. Ooh. I might have just turned the tide here. Unless you got a secret way out of this. Bum, 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 bum. Goblets, what are you missing, do you think, in the party? For, like, I know we'll talk about it more on Sunday, but I don't really know which direction to go with personality of this kobold we're gonna work on. He's got armor, but like he can kind of, I look at him and he's sick, but I can't think of like I guess I don't know what class he would be. He'd be like just like a basic fighter or a hunter maybe, or a trap artist. I don't know what you would call that. Hackslash, what's going on? I was about to sculpt a goblin barbarian with a buster sword. The campaign I'm about to start, but the player had to drop out. Oh, that's bad. Hackslash, just like sculpt the model anyway. 2 wizards, barbarian, cleric, and a monk. Okay, so what are we missing? 2 wizards, barbarian. Barbarians are usually tankish, right? Like they're cleric and a monk. Okay, maybe I should be a rogue. I'd be like shadowy and dark, like stealthy. There's not really much. I guess a monk could be stealthy. Like what's the biggest hole that you can see as a DM that like a party would be lacking? Because I'm happy to fit into a space. Because I think I look at the model, he can kind of be. I still have to do the Warforged Druid in the game, so it's cool that you sculpt the models for. He chooses Druid. Oh yeah, all right. We could. Wait, the model doesn't really look like a Druid. I gotta post it. He's more of like he's got armor on, he's got a spear. Probably a ranger or a rogue. I think I would go rogue just and only because I have another character that one of the only other characters I've really ever played was a ranger. So there's and it was like a beastmaster. That was pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to just make another ranger. I'd probably do something like a rogue. I I guess so, but I don't think the model fits a bard, and I don't know if I'm experienced enough in D&D to play bard. Like I can be charismatic, but I think that's like you gotta be really confident. I think in your ability to play D&D to like play a bard well, especially for a charity stream. Like I don't know. I like the idea of being a rogue. That'd be really fun. I think. I have a goblin rogue I can send you. / I will take anything that you ever send me. That would be awesome. But I'm working on a kobold that Goblets is going to be doing a charity stream in October. So I'm going to play as one of the characters for this like month-long campaign to raise money for, I forget, a good cause. I remember looking into it, but I forget what it is. Did you look into the Jiggly 6 minis? I did look at them. I browsed their channel. I was at work on my lunch break when I was looking at their model, and I was impressed, but since I was on my phone, it wasn't logged into the profile so I have to go back on the computer and like favorite some stuff. BCRF. Big cactus river frogs are what we're going to be raising money for. Of course. Yes. I'm just being a goof. So I'm gonna play as this character in Goblet's D&D game, and it's kind of gonna get my foot in the door of playing again because it's been a very long time. Oh, I have 56 seconds. I should probably do something here. Crasher, you ever played D&D? I remember you telling me that you had played with someone before, but I don't. Like I've only sort of tasted it here and there. I like the whole world of it. The customization and just like sort of open world, like role playing kind of feel to the game. I love that stuff. But I've always been good at improv. But like every campaign I've been in is fizzled out by level 5, and it's a shame because I always get so into it. The other campaigns didn't fizzle out because of me, and I'm not like pointing fingers, but I always get excited about the characters and about like the game and what are we gonna do next week, and then it just like kind of falls apart, and I'm like, oh. So I don't know. I'm hoping to.
I got Armor to download Magic and play against me too.
You got
once more in the dark side.
Goblets, do you ever get to play in games, or you pretty much run them all? I'm sure you prefer to run them. I think that would be so much fun. I want to get into one of those D&D games that kind of never ends. Like, I would like to play a character that you could keep going and going and going, and I would play weekly and just, like, I would get so excited to develop a character in one of those, like, several year ongoing games that never die. Yo, Duke, what's going on? I didn't even see you in Discord just now.
Going on, Summit.
How you doing, man? You guys, Duke's, I'm just so you know, I'm live on Twitch. Or just letting you know, you're welcome to hang out. I had to let you know that. But you guys, just so you know, Duke's hanging out, and Duke runs a game jam in the Timcast, and we did the round 2 on I'd say like what was it, like maybe a month ago?
2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah.
And I've been
3
doing
weeks till the next one.
Yeah. So are we coming up on round 3?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. What's the plan? What are we doing?
So I really haven't had much thought about it yet. I'm gonna start going into that more next week, I think. But it's gonna be a 2-week jam at least. You want the more finished product, so I'm gonna give them a bit more time.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because I remember seeing a lot of potential in a lot of the games, but again, I'm not gonna be like judging things based on how finished they are. Well, I don't know. I think that, like, if your goal is to have a game in 2 weeks, you don't want it to be like this, like, just thing that's barely gotten started. So, but I don't know. I've had fun both times being a judge, even though, like, I don't make the games and stuff, but like I've had a lot of fun doing that. So, how are you doing, man? What's up? What are you working on?
Working on a game, trying to get it finished before the election.
What like is it anything that was in the game jams before, or is it totally a new thing?
So me and 2 other are working on a voting simulator, basically. Game. So no, it's gonna be a 3D game where you're handling a voting station. It's not more exciting than that.
How has the Jamcast Discord been? Have you get more of a turnout for the game jam this round, or?
Don't mean to interrupt, but I gotta head out. I gotta go pick up my truck. I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Everyone
Cheers, Crasher.
seem excited. See you later, Crasher.
What's the theme this time, or you want to not announce that yet?
I haven't. I don't know. If you have good ideas, I'm all ears, man. I always get shit for the themes because people want different things, you know. And
Well,
can't
I
please
remember
everyone.
I remember in the last round, I was saying how the theme, I would avoid doing anything overtly political with the theme itself. You'll still see politics in the games because of the community we're in, but won't, you know what I mean? So, like, if you're telling me, like, I would like to see, like, Dream or horror or tower defense, or like something that like is a little bit more broadened of a category.
Yeah, we can do that. Maybe you can ask your Twitch stream what if they have any ideas.
Well, they don't really. I don't think they would really understand the game jam. But I'll do my we're chilling with some people. So the game jam is a quick. How would you describe it? It's like a quick 2-week sort of. It's like a 2-week competition. It's a competition where you have to create a game, a video game, and so they're very like indie, like not necessarily low quality, but like side scrolling, like it's not really so much low quality. It's more just like you can tell it's not very big, right? Like you're aiming for something that is
not finished,
just something that you can do in a couple of weeks. And these guys grind, and they just program for hours and hours and hours, and they Deck Knight, what's going on? Number 51 Deck Knight below the stream is your skin. Get out of the basic bitch Skelly skin, dark blue. I think it's number 50. I DM'd it to you so that I wouldn't forget on Twitch. So a game jam is essentially a way for people to have a quick, well, Duke, how would you describe it? Because I'm 3 tall boys in, so my
I would consider it
articulation is a little fuzzy.
Well, you were on the point though. It's a 2-week competition where people can either go solo or in teams and make video games together, and mostly you challenge. It's a challenge for yourself to see what you can make in 2 weeks. But then we also judge the games for bragging rights for who made the best prototype in those 2 weeks. I really like the party games from last time. Those were great, both of them. Especially the one when we censored
I wonder
stuff.
about did you hear from either of those two about any progress they've because I remember didn't you make a whole section in fuck's sakes, I was not thinking. No, I might have just lost the game. Oh my goodness. Goblets, you got me fucking right while I'm talking to everybody. That's alright. That's alright. I'm talking to Duke, talking to Deck Knight and Hack Slash. Now I got my queen all trapped. My goodness, you guys. I'd like to publish a video game from scratch, complete concept. Yeah, so Duke is the man to talk to about that stuff. Duke runs this game jam basically as a way for you to teach people how to make a video game, try to complete something in 2 weeks. And so I'm a judge in the competition. We do it quarterly. And it's part of a Discord community that we're in for Himcast IRL. And it's been so cool. It's been awesome because we're trying to do culture building stuff. And I don't make games personally. I don't really even know the way I judge it is almost from an outside perspective. You don't want a bunch of programmers judging the game. You want at least maybe a couple people judging as someone who would be a consumer. So that's kind of where I try to place myself in that and try to have opinions that are realistic. But I also don't have the programming experience to really I couldn't call them out on really specific things like that. But I can comment on how entertaining is this? How user friendly is this? How aesthetically pleasing is this? And it's been really fun. We've Duke, how many games did we have last time? 10? 10 people that entered?
I think we got 11 finished products. And maybe was 18 people who joined the jam but never finished something. It was fun. Gonna be fun this time too.
Yeah, I the first one was fun. The second one was fun. And I think it just keeps getting better. And we do
the
it
second
quarterly,
one was
so
way better than the first
like it
one.
kind of yeah, I agree. The second one was way better, and it kind of sneaks up on me. But you don't really know the trajectory of this because we've only done this 2 times.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it's gonna keep growing so we can make more culture, get more and more people involved in it. Hopefully see some actual games come out from people learning how to make games as well in the group. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking for. But
And
right now,
what kind of games?
So every
do?
every time we do it, we think of a theme. And the community we're in is like it's the community of a political podcast, but we try to do culture building stuff. But the last 2 themes have been sort of overtly political. So like my advice, it's Duke's session. So I don't want to say like this is what you should do, but my advice would be to think of a theme that isn't overtly political, so that you don't get that like bottleneck. I think you should do either horror or something that's like maybe like you could base it off of one of the guests or the one of the hosts. So think of like Ian or maybe Phil. Like if you did like something that's like metal or hippie.
That's cool.
Or hippie or someone that has like that like overt like I feel like Ian would join if he found out that if he found out that a bunch of people were making video games of him running around doing something like collecting graphene or something. That would be hilarious. Like he would join. He would it's just about getting the word. But I don't know. Maybe that's cringe. I like the idea of doing just a general category so that you can see.
So we're on that track. This time we're not going political. We're just gonna make a more open-ended theme. But the next one is gonna be right in front of the elections. So then we're going back political. Yes, because of it might be fun. Something like election. But this time I'm open for whatever. It could be fire and ice, snow, or I don't know. Dreams from beyond. Theme can be anything this time. Maybe I should do a voting poll where everyone can submit a theme, and then we.
Yeah, I would definitely give you some ideas for a poll.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, I'm lagging out here right now. I don't know what's going on. Like someone is mining Bitcoin on my computer.
Sorry, someone's what with your computer?
I'm lagging out here. I don't really know why. Feels like
the video game industry is too uncertain for an old creative like me to bother with anymore. It's not it's not so much with getting into the industry. Like you're not trying to compete with like AAA games and like fucking dethrone fucking Call of Duty or whatever. Like that's not the point. It's more just about it's like challenging yourself. It's like a workshop. It's like, you know, you're not just because you paint stuff doesn't mean you're trying to like be Picasso. He worked as an indie video game art director. Hackslash, I had no idea. That's actually really cool. What kind of stuff did you work on? Like, Duke doing this game jam was like a bunch of sort of programmers would come together, and some of them had never made a game ever. Some of them had, like, this is like their first time ever programming. I don't know about programming, but...
But what?
Yo,
melon
lemon flavored. First time chat. Hold on a tick. How did you get past the traps? How'd you get here? How'd you find us? Where'd you come from? How'd you get past the spike? Yo, Deck Knight, would you mind doing a perimeter check? Would you mind doing a quick perimeter check? Just making sure that all the traps are set. Like, I swore I set the traps. And we got first time chats coming in here. How are we supposed to be top secret 007 classified? What's going on, Melon? I'm living in the woods selling D&D goods, painting dragons on the internet. And today we're working on some weird shadow alien things, and I'm playing wizard's chess with goblins. You're a very good jumper. Ah, okay. Got recommended the stream. Yo, someone's recruiting for us too. Someone's telling you the sneaky ways around the traps. We can't have that. Cheers, Melon. You guys being productive if you're not throwing the ball? I mean, let's be real.
So, to answer whoever asked what types of game, all types of games. Like, everything from party games.
It was a single project.
Yeah, like, it's a range. You get side scrollers, you also have a big range in ability. So that's the thing too, is that as a judge, I'm trying to look at, like, I don't want to necessarily coddle the people that are new, because they do need judgment, but then at the same time, you want to be able to decipher, like, okay, who's brand new at this and who has been doing this for like 4 years. That's kind of something you want to know, and you can kind of see it in their games. But then some people blow you out of, like, some people do like such an impressive. So last round we got one of the games was it was very similar to Jackbox. What was it, Duke? It was like you play on your phone and had to redact a bunch of like documents and stuff to try to make it funny, and like they actually did a really good job with it, and it was really impressive. And we thought it looked like it could be a Jackbox game, and Jackbox is like an umbrella of a bunch of games. You get all these mini games you play with your phone, and that's essentially what they made. And then there was another one that was really impressive, but I'm drawing a blank on what it was. There was two of them that really stood out to the judges. Do you remember what the other one was?
The second one was the game where you were playing as a politician holding a speech, and every time you hold a speech, some of the words you said last time could no longer be said, so you had to say new words.
That's right, the speech game where the AI or whatever it was actually listening to you speak, and based off of what you would say, the crowd would like give you the game was essentially you had to. There was a crowd, and the game would listen to you, and you had to make, like, the gameplay was making a speech. So it's kind of like, think of those games, like think of Rock Band or whatever, when you're trying to sing a song, I'd say like it was kind of like that in the way that like your speech, the goal was to get elected by the crowd that you were speaking. So you had to go up and say, I will. You had to be like a politician in the game, but you could say like ridiculous things. But then you were against an opponent. But then as you would say words, those words would like get blocked out. So some words would get like blocked out, and then your opponent couldn't use those. And you'd go back and forth saying speeches but like the amount of words that you could use got less and less and less and less. It was like. And then so your first speech you say whatever you want, but the second round you have to like try really hard to not say certain words that were used by your other opponent, and it wasn't all words. So you can still say like or is or as or like basic words. It wouldn't catch all the words, but it would like select words like let's say you use the word like abomination. Like you could now like the AI would like catch that word and pick that and block it out, and it would give you a list of words that you can't use. But then you're thinking of the words you can't use and you want to use them, and it was like it was really cool concept, and like it was
you need to find a synonym for them. Yes.
Yeah. It was so I've never seen anything like it, and so for both those games we saw this potential, and so like I was saying like I would like a game jam is meant to just kind of make something quick and be proud of yourself and it's over, right? But a couple of these games actually I feel like have potential if you refine them. And so that's why this time around we're gonna do a couple of oh man.
So I'm having a thought about it.
We're gonna do a couple of rounds or a couple of weeks, because the other ones were 1 week each, right? And this time you have 2.
So yes, we're gonna do 2 weeks, but I've been thinking about it to donate personally, maybe 150 or something as a prize pot, and some other people who was thinking about giving something to the prize pot. So what I was thinking is if we do a 2-week jam, maybe we can pick up the top 4 or 5 entries and give them 1 more week to polish up their games, and then we do another stage and declare a winner for the prize pot.
Goblets, I'm just about... Oh, you know, my phone died. Look at that. Alright. Wow. You guys can't see the end of the game. I'm winning! No, it's actually like stupid even right now. We both have 3 pawns, and I have a knight, and he has a rook. So, we're just kind of... We're going to be going... I feel like we're going to be going back and forth here for a while. I don't know. When I lost my queen there, I should have just given you the game. It's like, what are we doing? Oh, that's alright.
What do you think about that? Summit?
What do I think about...
Do you like
Say
it?
that one more time.
So, this time around, I'm gonna donate 100 or 150, and there's some other people who were interested in getting some money for the prize pot.
Oh, so for like a reward.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say that. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I really wish that I could contribute to that.
We
At
do
the
a
moment,
2-week jam, and then the top 3 or top 5 games, we can give another 1 or 2 weeks, polish up their games, and then we do a lightning round when we decide a winner for the prize.
So that's the other thing I was going to say too, is so this is number 3 and we've been doing it quarterly. So you got to think about how like this coming one after that will be the 1 year, right? Because the first one would have been last fall, right? I think. Do you remember when the first one was? Or would it be number 5 that would be one? No, actually, I think that's right. I'm trying to remember when the first Game Jam was. Duke, you there? I can't hear you if you're talking. I think your mic might have died or something. So what are you doing?
I came home now. I was so tired, and I'm not doing much. I started to organize my table, and I finished my RC and want to work in some diorama. I started to make a tower a little bit freehand. Yes, I'm not so creative today. I'm way too tired. It was a long day.
Yeah, you've had like flying is always a lot of like how long did they have you at the airport before you had to get on even though your flight was only an hour, don't they usually want you at the flight or at the airport for like 3 hours or something?
2 hours before, yes, and it's you need to stay there 2 hours before, and we had a delay from 1.5 hours, and you fly just 1 hour and 20 minutes, 1.5 hour, as the flight is very short. But and after you need to wait a while and get your suitcase and stuff. So it took in the
like
airport
in your situation,
1 more hour, like so you kind of the whole day just to come home for a short trip.
I was gonna say like the flight is short, but just the process of the customs and the that's gonna be that's just gonna take up so much time. Did anybody like sometimes at those places, like when I've gone through customs and like gotten a bunch of attitude from like the guards and stuff, and there was like this weird situation. You ever get anything like that where you get like a little bit of a power trip from someone in authority?
You mean about controlling and stuff and opening luggage? I don't understood the question.
I just think that like customs guards can be like, I guess my little experience that I have, they seem like they're on a power trip. At least like the one that I dealt with was just I go through the airport and this guy was just making it worse for no reason. Like, it just
yes,
people who have like a little bit of authority just like to like man, go away. Like just stop.
I already had a lot of petty people wanting too much and taking hours for stupid things, but in all I have most good I don't know, good experience. I've never experienced something way too bad. I got my once I got my all luggage gone. Oh, they lost my luggage, and this was
They
bad.
lost your
Okay,
luggage?
yes, from
Did you get it back, or was it just gone?
I got money for it and stuff, but
Holy
I did
shit,
not
I didn't know
never
that.
got it back. Yes.
Wow. What was that, like, just clothes and stuff? When was
Yes,
that this time, or was that another time?
it was not so much. I had my personal luggage with me in the cabin, and in this big bag was just clothes and some personal stuff and like cosmetic and
Yeah.
um
That wasn't
shower
was that
and
this time?
stuff. Nah, it
That
was
wasn't
not
this
so bad.
time.
I was going on vacation, so I just had like beach clothes and stuff. I needed to get everything new there. So
Wild.
Yeah,
crashed, by
wow,
the
that's
way.
actually
Sorry.
wild.
hi.
Are you German adapter?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Sounds
Wait.
like a German
Well-
accent.
I live actually in Germany a while, like 5, more, 6 years.
Oh.
Yes,
Maybe that's why I'm picking it up, I guess.
it's also my main language at the moment.
I've only been
Also,
to Berlin.
do
It's
you
such
already
a cool place.
what?
I've been to Berlin. It's such a cool place.
Yes, you like it. I don't like Berlin.
I really liked it. It was really
Oh
cool.
no, Berlin is trash.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, Berlin is really trash.
What? Why?
I hated Berlin. It's just dirty, and you have just blocks of
Duke,
concrete
Duke,
and
is that
a
Duke? Is that
lot
where
of
you're at?
crowded, strange people, and horrible things, and everything is. Oh no!
I had
don't know.
such a blast in Berlin. We were on
You
like a
stood
bar.
you stood in this club that you need to wait kind of 5 hours to come inside.
Well, we kind of the clubs we went to. We kind of just got into because we had
It's
some
called backhand.
some event planner who planned our trips, so we didn't have to stand in lines and shit. I was there with work, but from what I saw, I really liked the city. It was cool. It was different. Like there's no city planning. There can be like a house that looks like it's from the Soviet Union right next to this very beautiful modern building. It's wild. Next to
Where
like
do
a
you
hippie
come
house. I'm a Swede.
Oh, you're from Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Nordic countries. It's really nice.
I like hanging out with people all around the world in my Discord. I fucking love it.
You're such a good internet personality.
Thank you. I'm just the same. I think so. I think I'm just the same everywhere. And I decided to do internet stuff.
How is the workshop going? I haven't been there for a while.
Honestly, Duke, it's kind of died down, which is a shame. We're still doing it, but we're getting like 4 and 5 people hanging out on Sundays. Like, it's the regulars, so I'm happy to keep doing it. But it's not like, I don't know, in the winter we were getting like 10 to 15 people. It kind of was doing really well. And then it suddenly kind of dropped off. And I don't know. I I don't know. Like, I'm happy to keep doing it. I'm enjoying it. It's more of just a hangout. It's not like a show like the other stuff. But
Do you think
I don't know. Like,
maybe
I'm working with like
maybe because we moved it out of the, or you guys moved it
like it
from
could be.
the voice channel, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm probably missing it. Like before, when I'm scrolling, I see who is online. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the workshop going on. I think
Yeah.
I'm kind of missing it because it's in. I forgot about it.
I have a question on you.
Yeah.
I was playing with friends, and we had a garden game, and it was small pieces of wood, and you needed to throw another stick and hit the opponent's wood pieces. And they told me it was a game from your country. Do you know how it's called?
Cub.
Cub.
Yeah.
Can how do I write this? Can you spell this for me?
Let me check so I'm not. Cub. Yeah, it's Cub. So it's KUBB.
Okay. Oh, Viking game. Yes, it's exactly this. I was looking for. Oh, thank you so much.
It's
I was
a
looking for
fun
this
game
game.
to play.
Yes.
So, for whoever doesn't know what it is, you're on two teams and you put down these bigger wood pieces, like chess pieces, but like an inner leg tall. And you have 8 pieces on each side. And then there's a king, and you have to throw down all their pieces from your team to their team, and then you have to throw down the king, if I remember right. It's a fun drink game.
I found it. Thank you so much. I wanna buy this to play now in the summer outside. Or make myself. It's not so hard.
I was gonna say it's only wood pieces.
Yeah,
It's
but it's really good. It's a very fun game. It's very entertaining. Play with friends outside. So I forgot the name. I just played this once or twice with some friends, but they told me it's from your country. So
Goblets, I'm giving it to you. This game is, you know what? I think it's yours in the long run anyway, but it's just taking so long. I'm giving it to you. 16-13. I'm falling behind. I had such a good lead. Oh man, that's okay. That's okay. I'm loving it. Thanks for the game, yo. It's been a while. I didn't want to just prolong that. Like, I probably could have thought of some way to finally do something with the night, but like, I don't know. No. Ain't nobody got time for it. Evan, so we each had a couple pawns, and I had a knight, and he had a rook, and it's the kings left. It was just like, you know, I did that one. I caught his queen in like a really clever way that I was proud about. But then like a few turns later, I just do something stupid and just all right, my queen's gone too, and it just wasn't happening. Okay, Goblets, yo, thank you for the game, man. I love it. I love playing Wizards chess. Love when people in chat are into it. Oh, I forget about stuff. I gotta do the timer. Timer's good because if I just sit there and forget about it for 20 minutes, then I lose.
What is that cool thing you're painting there?
What am I working on? I'm working on some shadow alien things.
Ooh, they're really nice. What's going on?
So I'd say I'm hovering around maybe 60%. Hey, Scrap, what's going on?
Hi, Spread.
So, need to change my life.
You doing some workshop setup still, or do you feel like you're for the most? I see your camera angle's a little different.
That's because it's over on this big monitor over here.
Oh, I can't hear you. I see Discord says you're talking, but it's very quiet.
Weird.
It's very low. Very low, I heard.
I'll be right back.
Say,
Other people told me your voice is low.
they say,
I
voices
didn't
low.
say it. I said, okay.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be very low.
It's better.
It is not.
You might have me turned
Oh.
down because I'm pushing it at a normal spot for me. I did
What's going
switch
on
over to
with
my
rap?
I did switch over to my laptop so I could run some different stuff and push more monitors and whatnot, but ironically my laptop is more powerful than my desktop
Oh.
in some ways. It's not as stable in others, but what do you expect from a laptop? It's got
Maybe hotter.
I'm gonna have to build another rig come this next year.
You have to or you want to?
Guys,
I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
See, there. That's where the lighting looks the best. I like the other angle because it can show a little nicer setup of things there. But this right here is where the lighting. If I'm gonna, sit and talk into a camera or something.
Or
Well,
Deck Knight. The rule
hey, Doug,
that
I want a
you
link
see
for
the
this
bunny,
game.
you have to redeem I saw a ghost. It's in channel point. That's ghost.
I did it by accident one day and I didn't know it. That's what it was for. So I redeemed. I dumped points for no reason.
Oh, there he is.
I'm
Right.
trying to get there. I have.
he's right there.
Me too.
There's a ghost.
I
I have
Hey,
60 some
I spent
freaking
so much
inches of
time
monitor. I have to find the
play
one
with
little
Summit,
place.
and he did
Twitch.
not make his sword.
what? What you talking about, Sissa?
Because you did not make this the changes, did you? You should make sword, and you did not.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Goblet's comment saying you were gonna get your queen back. Probably, yeah. I'd say I believe you there. That's why I was like, you know what, you can have it. I saw the pawn moving up, and couldn't help it. But it would have taken so long. So,
I'm so dead tired.
you guys, we
I
saw a
don't
ghost.
understand.
Somebody's got to redeem I saw a ghost.
I'm trying to get logged in. I can't do it, man.
You can't go do
I never
can't go
saw
see
this
in the bunny
this
without
rabbit. I think
saw a
it's a
ghost.
legend. For real.
Who?
I think your rabbit is just a legend, Summit. I don't believe it's real.
ordinary rabbit.
The rabbit is not real.
I never saw it. I don't believe it's real.
I'll go get him.
Go
See if
get
I can
him.
get him.
Go get him.
I saw him.
Did you see the debate yesterday?
Why is my password prone to enemies? Did Twitch get hacked recently? I have a
No.
good password.
No, mission failure. I couldn't get him.
I
He
told
just.
you they don't.
he's-
This rabbit don't exist.
Hey, you know what? How about
It's
this? How about this? I'll bring
oh.
the camera to him. All right.
Wait.
That looks straight out of a
Not a
horror
rabbit.
movie. It's a ghost.
You can't go saying he's fake. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Sissa. You're in one.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I doubt
Oh
it.
shit, I
I'm
need to
sorry,
rewatch
doubt
that movie.
it. Master.
Hey. All right, I was just checking my Discord. Didn't say it was making noise. You guys, I finished the step that I've been working on highlighting these things all week long. I started this on Monday. Just pin painting the same color all week. I've been going very slow. It's been a very slow week. That's okay, because we're coming back from a hiatus. Got a new job, getting used to it. So last week, I kind of just like fucked off. And so this week, my goal was to show up every day, which I almost did. But there was like some drama on Wednesday that I missed my mark. But we workshopped every day, so that was cool. I'm thinking I'm just gonna jump in Discord like all the time. Fuck it, like workshops every day. Every day could be Wednesday if we really want. Oh. Duke, are you going to compete in this next game jam? I know you didn't last time.
No.
I think being the host, I think you gotta, like, do you think you have a good turnout this time? Do you think you have more or less?
More. But I'm gonna help people and teach people. That's a good point. Because as the host, like, you can help people kind of with their, hey, there we fucking go, let's go, we saw a ghost.
Oh,
Got it, finally.
Oh, that's so cool.
I want to.
Grab. So I had an idea for the new jam. I want to know your opinion on it.
Okay, so hold on, Duke. I said horror earlier. You should save that because the next quarterly one's got to be around Halloween, right? You could do like a horror themed one for Halloween, so avoid that this time and do like a,
Yeah, I gotcha. Well,
That'd be very cool. I would love to see a horror game or something.
so
Oh, I played a
this
game
time we're gonna have a
that-
prize pot scrap.
Yeah, that's very cool. Like, I think that I would contribute to that maybe next time. This time I can't do it. But like next time I'd probably contribute to that. Like if it does well, like I think people are gonna put a lot more effort into them, and you know it would be really cool to give the winners like something. Are you gonna do like first, second, third, or are you gonna do just like winner?
First, second, third.
Cool. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Third, second, third, rest are thirds. No.
Yeah. Good.
No.
Good.
Everyone who finishes is a winner, in my opinion.
Wieners.
And
Need more wieners.
With a game jam, I agree.
So this time we do 2 weeks, and after that, I would like to pick the 3 or 5 best games with the panel, and do a lightning round where they get another 1 or 2 weeks to polish up their games, and then we do the prize. That would be kind of cool, I think.
Okay, cool.
So
So, does that mean you're gonna have? Does that mean the game jam itself is gonna be broken into 2 segments?
yeah,
So we'll have like an initial phase and then another one a few weeks from now.
yeah. So 2 weeks for everyone, and then we pick the top games of that list. Give them another week to polish
Yeah.
up their product, and then we do like a winner among those people.
You like doing Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you guys. I mean,
No. You're steering this ship.
you've been amazing at helping me
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been
getting it.
encouraged to see, like your game jam is probably one of the biggest things that has stemmed from the workshops we've done in Discord. So, I'm so excited to be a host because I can see something that is like flourishing. And, I don't want any credit at all. Like I think that the workshops were a place for people to sort of brainstorm and talk to each other and think about stuff, and I was really hoping that it became projects, but that's not like those are not my projects. That's what I wanted a space for people to kind of think about what they wanted to do. And then you were talking about this game jam, and like the first one did, honestly, I think it did really well for the fact that it was the first one. The second one, you're right, way better. But this third one, you have no idea what kind of trajectory this whole project is going to have. So like this third one, you want to still keep refining it, but like it could even be that much better. So yeah, man, like it's cool to see. It's too bad that people aren't really showing up for the workshops. I'm thinking maybe I do like a 1-year party in this summer, which is pretty much now, but I think it's more like a month or 2 months from now that would be the 1-year mark of us doing the workshops in the first place.
Oh, that would
So-
be dope.
That would be really fun, and it kind of revamp it a little bit for the fall season.
You have to
So,
PM me. I want to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I will even pay the $10 to get Scrapjaw in on that Timcast membership for 1 month, just to get you at that party. But yeah, like it would be I think that would be fun. I think that'd be fun to do. I gotta put it all together. There's so much going on, but yeah, the game jams are. I feel like even though I'm a judge, I feel like it's a way for me to kind of like step back and kind of almost watch. Like I'm not making a game, I'm just putting a couple hours into like giving my thoughts on stuff, but I get to kind of like take a step back and see what other people are doing. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Agree.
But then I'm still contributing, even though I'm not really doing anything, which is it's nice. I like the position. I'll be a judge every single time, like forever. I don't care.
All right, let's go for that. And I join your D&D group.
Yeah, man. I think it's great. And what you're doing is cool because, like, you're challenging people to take on something that they've never done before a lot of the time, and they're really proud of the result that they've, like, often they're proud of the result. And, like, I think you're right about rather than competing, like, the first one you competed in, last time you pretty much just hosted, but this time you'll be a host and a coach. And I think that's like even better because that way, like, you can, like, the first time with you competing, I did think that was a little bit like it didn't work right.
Well, I didn't. I excluded myself from competing.
From the winning. Yeah, I remember that. I remember saying, like, you wanted to make something to show people what they could do in 2 weeks. I remember you talking about that. That was good, but you excluded yourself from winning, which was like, you know, that was like a hot fix, but it wasn't like the solution. I think you being a coach to sort of everyone all together is the solution for sure, because you can kind of work with people on their games and kind of have an idea of what people are doing.
I already done that, by the way, the last time around too. I've been.
Oh, I didn't realize you did.
Yeah. So the first time around, I didn't have a lot of time on my project because I spent a lot of time learning other people to code.
Yeah, dude, you're doing something awesome, man. Like, that's cool. That's cool. And I like that I can be a part of it in a way that's like I'm not putting in a lot of work to this. I'm not programming. I'm not making games. I'm just putting a couple hours into like judging the results. And so I want to just be a good judge, but that's like, I think that's fairly easy to do. Like, I'm just being honest with what I see, and I'm good at ideas. I really like the second game mode that you're thinking of with like refining the games for the prize. That's very cool. I would probably like to contribute to the prize pool in future rounds. So like on the next quarter, I'll probably be able to do that. Right. And the more we are able to do that, then the more people are going to be just like really excited about making some really cool stuff. And then if you see those games even more refined after that, just because those people are very excited about it, you know, that could really mean a lot to someone who has never done anything like that before. You know, Sissa actually, like, because it's not technically a Timcast thing, is it? You've got your own Discord, and we're hosting it in Jamcast now, right?
No, we've still been doing it in Timcast, but I think we're gonna host it in.
Yeah, you know, like,
because there's people who's not in Timcast that might want to be in it. So
yeah, I wonder, like, so is it a stage? You remember, like, is it something that you expect to have an audience with, or is it something that you just want because having your own Discord is like a nice way to invite whoever you want to it without the requirement of having the Timcast membership. And I was actually thinking that it's probably something that Sissa would really like, because she's into a little bit of programming, and she recently said that like miniature painting she's kind of bored with and wants to try something different. And like, I don't know, I feel like that would be right up your alley. But I would also I wouldn't want to be like, Sissa, if you want to do that, you got to pay for a Timcast membership. She doesn't even know what that is. That'd be stupid. But if you hosted the event in the Jamcast and just invited and talked about it in the Timcast side of things. I think that would be a little bit of a better way to go. Like, I don't want to divert people away from that Discord. I've met a lot of people who are really cool, like Scrapjaw. I've met people in that Discord that like I'm really, really happy with. But I like seeing that Roma's got his own community. You've got your own community. Plan B has one invited me. The Convoy Unhooked. And like I just like seeing all these Discord communities kind of pop up, almost like because of and you know, you can't do it all in Timcast. It's kind of behind a paywall, so you can't just invite whoever you want. But I would say that you should consider building up the Jamcast Discord and inviting a whole bunch of people who might be into it, because then the Game Jam might like. The speed at which the Game Jam becomes like 50 entries would be faster if you could invite anyone you want. And you would have a bigger range. You'd probably have to break it up into like segments where, okay, round one, you got everybody. They're basically the American Idol like singing trials, where some of them are garbage and some of them are awesome, and then you have to make it through to the end of the month or whatever. And then the final stage is when you get the prize money. But I think if you, with the Timcast specific stuff, you know, it's like they're doing culture building, which is really cool. But I think that like in order for culture to really like flourish and thrive, like it's got to be able to split and diversify in the way that it's doing. Like Roma's got his channel. Scrapjaw just made a Discord, which I'm fucking loving it. Like I like that. I think the Jamcast could be a big deal to a lot of people, and I don't think it should be behind a paywall. People who would be really, really into it, but not know the podcast. But you could always attribute that respect, that acknowledgement that, hey, we started because of Timcast. Like, that's something that's easy. Like you say, there's always going to be that respect of like, yeah, this is where we met all these people. You know,
I'm getting a bit disillusioned with Timcast personally lately.
I think I am too. The workshops totally died down, but like at the same time, because of that Discord, I've been invited to like 6 other really awesome Discords, including the Jamcast, including Roma. Like, I think it's dope, and like, so I'm still part of it, but I see it diversifying into, like, I see it breaking up, but I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. I think that's just, I think that like when it started, it was hype for the people that wanted to join it right away. And there was all those people that joined it right away, and we all started hanging out in voice chats, and we were like meeting each other and talking about stuff and thinking about culture building ideas and stuff. And we've made a bunch of friend groups and stuff. And those groups are starting to become their own thing. But I think that's exactly what Tim would want. Like, just because if you were hosting the jam, if you're hosting the Game Jam in Jamcast, Tim himself would probably agree with that and say like, okay, awesome, you got this idea from these workshops that we're doing on our Discord, awesome, but like now you've got your own Discord, like that's culture building. So I think you would agree that you don't want it to be attached to Timcast forever, you know? Like I've had a lot of fun in my own Discord, and this is just because of my Twitch stuff, but I've got a lot of people in from the Timcast side of things now invited into my Discord, so it's kind of like adapted into like, you get a lot of that mindset. So that's awesome for me. Yeah, it's up to you. Like, it's up to you. Like, if you've planned this to be in the Timcast for this next coming round. Like, I wouldn't change it just because of like my opinion, but I would consider like building up the Jamcast in a way where you could just invite anyone. Because like I know people, like I but I wouldn't be like, hey Sissa, like fork up $10 a month for someone you don't watch for the sake of joining this thing. But if it was a free invite and it was just like, hey, join our Discord if you're interested in this, like I like Sissa, and I could probably think of 4 other people that would be absolutely down. And I'm not speaking for Sissa. I'm just saying like the invite would be sent because I think it would be like interesting to certain people who might be interested, they might not. But the barrier to entry right now is like knowing the podcast in the first place, which is like really filtering out a lot of people, which could be good. Gonna have its pros. Obviously, you're not gonna get you know, a certain type, but like I don't know. What do you think about that?
I agree with you on most of your points. You're correct. We kind of need to move out, mostly because it's, for me, it's not only. I just want to build
Like,
culture, you know. I just want people to build culture. That's my whole stick. And
like just think of a scenario where you do start hosting it in Jamcast, and then you have like 20 more people that want to participate, and all of a sudden the game pool is like twice as big, and it has to be more of an event, and maybe there's people that are willing to contribute to a prize pool, or you know, like I think that would be something that like you would be really proud of, looking at it, taking that trajectory and bringing it in like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. You would be looking at this Discord channel going like, holy shit, I made this, and hosting this like epic event every fucking quarter. And I think that like within the Timcast, it's really, really bottlenecked, and it's almost too specific to the political stuff. Now, like you can also host a Discord community that sort of rejects a lot of the politics that you don't want to see come in if you do go off on your own. Like that's the con that I would be expecting if you do if you break off and do your own Discord. You are going to see people of more of a diverse mindset that doesn't mesh with all the people that would be starting this up because of the Timcast stuff. But because of the little culture that you've built, like it would just take some like I guess you'd be. But you don't necessarily want to turn those people away either. Like you want to be a community sense that, like, you know, as long as they're playing the game and they're making games and doing cool things, like culturally you can kind of frown upon the stuff that's shoved down your throat. But I think that I don't think you have to worry about that.
I'm gonna explain what Summit is saying. So in the game development community, there really isn't any space for any neither conservative or non-woke perspectives.
Yeah, like,
So
and it's the same with the artist community essentially. Like it's the same.
You kind of get
like I'm in a lot of very artistic
or if you're not with
communities, and it's just like Duke's right. Like it's very like, you know, people who have more conservative, sort of libertarian sort of mindset, they want to get together and do art. They want to get together and do game jams. They want to get together and do fun stuff and be colorful and that. But you sort of get inundated with like the other side of things that are very willing to just throw stuff in your face, and it's just too much. But like, you know, you don't, like, if you're doing a Discord community, you don't have to agree with everybody that's in your Discord, but you only have to like crack down on the people that are overtly pushing like nonsense, you know. And like, but I don't think like you don't really have to even filter out your game jams to necessarily have everyone who all agree politically. I would totally disagree with that. I would say like you almost want, maybe it triggers good discussion, you know.
Yeah,
you just
want
don't
a place
want
where people
who are gonna
can
get like triggered.
make stuff and not be attacked.
It's
by
got to
the
be
crowd.
focused around the making of
And
the
I
games.
also want to build a little culture. I actually want to build
Yeah.
culture. That's
Yeah, like, but yeah, like culture doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be filtered in the way that
like
I think. Like, you're gonna get a
look at
lot
the
of people
Wizard
who.
of the Coast, for example, and all the big game studios now.
Yeah,
They're-
but you know what? Like,
I don't want to be a
That
part of
stuff-
that.
I wanna talk about experience I had. Guys, do you know that game Hellblade?
Help.
the what game? Sorry.
Hellblade is called. It's Senua's
Hellblade?
Sacrifice. Yes, it came for. I played with a PlayStation 4, I think, and it was so crazy. I think it's the craziest game I ever played.
Help what?
It's
I didn't-
like
What's the name? Help.
Hellblade.
Can I interrupt for just a second?
Yes.
Scrapjaw, I just shut down my Spotify.
Okay.
So like, go ahead and just jam bass for us, just while Sissa and Duke are talking about video games. Because I see you strumming over there, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck Spotify.
Yeah, this is the shit.
Well, you this after her story, I'll tell you the story of this guitar.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What were you saying, Sissa?
I was talking about a game called Hellblade that leave a real strong impression. You should play him with your earphones, and the game is crazy. It's a simulation of a person with oh wait, how it's called? When you have double personality and
Oh, that's cool.
Sissa, I know you've done
Yes.
some programming, but have
yes,
you
a bit.
like you've done stuff for like what kind, like have you ever made a game or have been involved with anything like that?
Just a very small stuff. Games, just very small stuff. So kind of like pixel games and just for fun, but not really
Yeah,
serious.
but that's kind of what the game jam is. That's what that like. So when I remember the first game that Duke made, I don't know if it was the first one. It might have been the second one actually, but I remember you were making one that was like a side scroller with a lot of really nice pixel art, and we were like, I remember helping you in one of the workshops. You were working on one of the buildings, and you were doing like the forge, and you were doing like the tavern or whatever, and we were doing like pixel art of your side scrolling game. And then when I saw those implemented in the actual game, I was like stoked, and there's like chickens running around and stuff. It was awesome. And like I don't know, Sissa, I feel like after hanging out with you for a while, you'd be really into a game jam. I think you'd be like so like, but I don't know the kind of
Come join
programming you
us.
do. Like, I don't know if you're more into like robotics or if you're into like making like there's so many different types of programming too. So
Yes,
I don't want to
yes,
I don't want to say like, but I'm just saying like I think you'd be into it.
Did you say Hellblade?
yes.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool game.
I love this game. I had the craziest censoring experience with this game because the whole sound is made you to dive into the game, and the main character have a mental disease, and you should live exactly how is to have this disease and hear voices in your head and be like really crazy. So the game takes you with, and it's very good. I like it a lot.
It's an interesting game for sure.
It was impressive. The whole scenario. So you walk through and uh, suddenly is everything different, or you see from different point of views, and you see how the rooms and it's a really cool game.
Everyone should try it at least once. Everyone needs to play the game.
Hey, what a cool
Oh my
hair
god,
today.
that was
Sonic,
absolutely
thank you
wild.
for hosting this. It's amazing. You got so cool people here together.
I don't know what to do with myself. I finished that stage, finished that one step that I was working on. Now I'm just chilling. I'm hearing Scrapjaw jam on the guitar. Scrap, do you like you got quite a range of guitars and you were doing the bass. You do like did I remember correctly that you had a keyboard as well, or are you not a keyboard?
I've got a little MIDI controller on the back there on the mantle.
Like you got like a range of like what do you really think? What do you think? Do you think you've mastered any of them, or do you think where do you really thrive with what instrument? Do you think is like
Bass.
your yeah?
I'm a good support guy. I could walk into about any gig and like if you gave me a set list and it was like, okay, let's go. I mean, there's stuff I'm better at than others, but for the most part, I can pretty much sit in.
It's fun, man. I've always wanted to play guitar. I've always wanted to do exactly what you're doing right fucking now. It's you just sitting there strumming. Like, oh man, I would do that. I would love that.
What's
How did you learn? I think Duke, honestly, what's stopping me is that I want to do too many things. Like it's not that I don't do the things that I want to do. It's that like I think of something and I do it, but it's probably the aquarium, it's probably a miniature, it's probably something that I'm building outside. It's probably like I do a lot. But, you know, guitar is one I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up one of these days. I've always wanted to I think that I would learn best by that game that is like it's similar to Rock Band. I think it's called Rocksmith or something like that, where it's like a real guitar that you plug into the computer and you play songs that are and you like the notes come at you on the screen. I think that's the best way
It's not bad.
that I would learn.
That's a fun way to do it. I have it on
Yeah.
Xbox and I've sat there and played along with it on my bass. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm in the
I
top,
think that's
I'm in the top 50% of bass players on expert when it comes to the Iron Maiden's The Trooper. Which that whole song.
Yo, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Not the
Yo,
top of them. I'm like just above
loved
50%.
I loved Rock Band when I was younger, and I know you're using plastic buttons, and I know it's not playing real instruments, but I got so good at it. Like, I got so stupid good at that fucking game, and I was jamming. And, like, I think that if I was gonna learn guitar, I would want to try to play it via Rocksmith, and it would suck for a while. But I think I would, because of the game and like the challenge sort of aspect to it, I think it would be the best way for me to learn because it's so similar to Rock Band. I would hate sucking so much, and I would hate playing on easy so much that I would just be like so determined to like get into that, like at least the medium level. Like, come on. But I wanted to, like, when I was playing Rock Band, I want to play everything on expert. I got so good at it. I wonder how I would be nowadays. You know, it's been so long. I picked up a plastic guitar, but those games is where I developed my like music taste. You know, I was listening to like, you know, I like a lot of the classic rock. My favorite band is AC/DC because I got the AC/DC. Well, not because, but I did get the AC/DC Rock Band, and like, I don't know, I love that older kind of genre, like just the rock and roll stuff. But then even a lot of the songs that weren't rock and roll, a lot of the songs from Rock Band,
Let me turn it down a bit for you.
no man, go the other way, go the other way.
I don't want it to be too loud. I want you to be able to talk and still do your thing.
No, I disagree. I think you should just like take us with you on a journey.
I need to buy better tuners for this, but they work for now. So one of my favorite ways to play guitar is with a slide guitar on it.
Oh, that's fucking sick. Hell yeah. Oh man. Yo, you just made my day. That's fun. That's fun. I like that song. What was that called?
Jessica.
Jessica. That's
Owned
right.
by the Allman Brothers.
Was that was on one of the Guitar Hero games? I had all of them. I don't even care. I didn't even care what it was. I was like, if it's Rock Band or Guitar Hero, I'm buying it.
I'm afraid to play copyright stuff on your stream.
No. Yeah, no. I'll rock Snoop Dogg, man. You're not gonna get it. You would have to. I don't think that's how it works. Like, it would have to be an actual audio, like, duplicate of. But like, like if I play Snoop Dogg or fucking whatever, I'll just get muted. I don't care. Like, I don't like, not even in the slightest. But I think you would have to have the drums and the singing and everything to actually get picked up by the copyright algorithm. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you can just play whatever you want.
I got nailed on YouTube for doing a ZZ Top song, a cover.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that. No, I don't care. I don't care.
So this guitar has been through many different trials and tribulations of sorts, trying to get put together.
Why? Oh, you know what? I might have seen. Were you painting that at one point?
At an old job of mine, I was working in a hydrographic shop where I did the pick guard and the body and I did all the artsy fartsy stuff there. And so the body was just some random off-brand Telecaster body a buddy gave me.
I feel like I remember you working on that in one of the workshops, but I don't remember what part you were working on.
I think at some point I was in the workshop working on the 3D print portion of it, which is this mounting plate for the pickup here.
And the mounting plate, that's right. That's exactly what it was. I remember that. And you had it laid out on your desk.
I had a bunch of different versions of it, and I even have a completely different mounting plate here that is one that I ended up using a version of on that acoustic that's over my shoulder there. So that's also got 3D printed stuff on it.
So when you buy a new guitar, are you looking at something that you plan on upgrading with different 3D printed parts?
No, not necessarily.
Or like, are you refurbishing, like, or are you saving something that's maybe broken? Or like what? Like I don't even know where you would get a guitar that needs work like that.
Well, guitars go through many different, like I was saying, trials and tribulations, and parts go places that they shouldn't be, and things get broken and busted, and so I don't even know I don't even remember where I got the neck for this guitar. I got the body from somebody. Well, I think they might have come together. The guy gave me at least the body.
He gave you like guitar parts.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, guy, I was looking for stuff because I was at that hydro shop, and I was like, give me some guitar bits if you got it. If you find any old busted like bodies or necks or stuff you don't want because it's not worth anything, like I'll take them off your hand. And so that's part of how I got the name Scrap Job, by the way, is because I have a habit of taking parts and pieces of things that nobody wants and making them into stuff that I think is
no,
cool.
man, I love it. I love it. That is a very well earned username.
Let me open the door for my wifey real quick.
Who's in chat? Hanging out. What you up to?
Hanging out.
Here, I could get a proper chair to sit and play guitar with. Oh, these office chairs are not.
Hell
For playing,
yeah.
Office chairs are not for playing guitar. Not in a bit. Anyway, this one is parts and pieces. Guy gave them to me. Didn't need them, and he's like, I don't care what you do with it. All right, cool. So I painted it, and I was trying to paint all kinds of things. And then what you see here, where it's all like, what they would call relict in modern guitar lingo, because it looks all beat up. I did that in the shop because I was like, I'm just gonna do something with it. I'm gonna see what I can do. Just running a bunch of sandpaper over this thing because I had messed up the so many times trying to put a graphic on it. It just wouldn't take. Paint was bad. Graphic, the film was bad.
When you say like a graphic, does that mean the hydro dip necessarily, or did you do other types?
Yeah, hydro. So the pickguard's a hydrographic. Let me turn.
Yeah, like I imagine hydro dipping would be good for like stuff like camo or something that's like a pattern that is okay to be warped. But if you did like a logo, it would probably be difficult to keep it looking like the logo.
Unless that logo was tessellated or something, it was supposed to look, it was a part of a pattern. That's whatever. But
like I mean, like
yeah,
wouldn't it warp as you like drop something into the water?
Yeah.
So if I put like the Summit Forgery and you drop something in, the S and the F would be like stretched.
Yeah. So depending on what it's what it's being, dipped on, but for the most part, yeah, you're gonna have some of that waviness and stuff. It's not perfect. It's not like sublimation. If you wanted a logo put on something like a pickguard or a guitar body or something or whatever, your best bet is gonna be like some kind, either a water slide decal. That's like what most of the stuff you see on the headstocks of guitars, where you'll see the wood and then they'll have that really nice printed text. That's a water slide decal.
Yeah.
And then there's layers of poly on it and clear coat. That's why you can't see the edges of the decal. That kind of thing. But I didn't really know what would happen. Because part of the hydro process is lots of water, and wood and water aren't good most of the time. So, because the wood soaks it up, it gets thirsty, and the wood splits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you have to seal things up. And so I had to make sure every little hole and spot on this, I had either paint on wood, or there was a plug somewhere or some tape to keep certain parts of the guitar from, like, or sponge. We had these little plugs we would make out of spongy like foam material that would help keep some of the water from going certain places. So all of that, like, I didn't have any warping on the body at all, and I never dipped the neck at all either. So
is there much of a difference in a guitar made out of hardwood, softwood?
Weight, and depending on if you're relying on that guitar as the more acoustic tone out of the guitar you want, yeah, you're gonna like Les Paul Studios. Those are made of mahogany and they are heavy as all get out. You do not want to play gigs with those unless you're Zakk Wylde, which I had a Zakk Wylde. Or it was a Chinese ripoff. It was what they call them, Chinesium, or a Chibson. Gibson, China, Chibson. Probably came out of a Gibson Chinese Gibson factory, but like India has call centers during the day, they have scam centers during the night, right? Like their night jobs are scamming people, your little grandma for her last dime.
I think they have scam centers during the day as well.
Well,
well, it's
you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
When it's night there, it's day in America. So
right. See, I'm not wrong. So there are Chinese factories pumping out bootleg guitars. It's not like this isn't like the 80s where you had the lawsuit era. Like the 80s lawsuit era was really cool because Japan was being contracted by people that were like, "Hey, I got these guitar. Can you build these guitars that are like these American ones, but make them cheaper and better quality?" And Japan's like, "Bet," because they had all of their wood was 30 years aged, sitting around for waiting around to be furniture. And so, if you find 80s Japanese made guitars, most of the time in that lawsuit era, you're going to find guitars that are built way better than the ones in America were, and the wood is aged for so long that it doesn't move, it doesn't warp. I had one. I had an 80s Ibanez. Ibanez started out as one of those competitor companies during the lawsuit era, but they made their own designs. They were smart. And that's why Ibanez is still around. And I had an ST50 from the 70s, the earlier ones. And that thing sat, I kid you not, it sat in a basement for 30 years. Somebody gave it to me, and that thing was not warped. It had a little bit of surface corrosion on the metal, like the frets and the little bits of metal hardware. I cleaned that thing up, and I played gigs with it. It was awesome, and I sold it to a guy.
Cool.
I sold it. It was a cool guitar, but yeah, the wood does matter in the longevity of an instrument and how well you take care of it, because it's gonna do things over time as it cures and it ages, and the more expensive the wood, generally, the longer it's been aged, or the longer it's been aged, more expensive.
I kind of know that, like, not with an instrument, but one time I made a really cool Viking shield, and it was like a fucking legit Viking shield with like metal rim and like a metal, the thing that goes around your fist and everything. It was so cool. Painted it, and it sat there for like 2 years. It was perfectly fine, but in like the third year, it started to crumble and fall apart and like dry up, and like the wood kind of shrunk to the point where the rim started to pop off, and pretty sure I ended up throwing it out, which was really too bad. But I can imagine that exact same thing can happen with an instrument.
Well,
just like depending on the environment it's sitting in.
The environment's in, was the wood sealed when it was being prepped and finished, right? Like, if you keep something on it, you keep that wood oiled or some kind of, like lemon oil, or tongue oil.
I painted it. I painted it, and I'm pretty sure I did finish it with some sort of like stain. But it would, that's all it was a stain. It wasn't like an oil or something that would really coat.
The stain
like
will do something.
It was more of like the stain was more of like a color thing. It wasn't like a protection oil coat or anything like that.
But how this guitar came about was just me messing around in the shop, and then one day a buddy was like, "I'm building pickups. I'm just gonna do it one day, and I'm gonna hand wind some pickups. I'm gonna send you 3 sets of pickups for a Telecaster." So I've got 2 more sets of these. I'm gonna put one of the other sets in a lap steel that I'm gonna build at some point. I have my lap steel over here somewhere, but that's a guitar that's designed for slide. It looks like a plank of wood with strings that are about an inch off the fretboard. Because you don't fret it, you play it on your lap, literally on your lap with the slide bar, like I was playing with that glass earlier.
Interesting. It's like a guitar made to play flat like that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's weird. So do you use a pick, or you kind of pick at it with your fingers, or how's that work?
Most people, when they play lap steels, they use a thumb pick, or they use finger picks. So that wraps around. This is one that wraps around my thumb. I don't necessarily like this one as much as I have another one that I really like. I just don't know where it went. I'm gonna have to buy me a pack of them. That's the plight of guitar players. There's picks everywhere, but they're never where you are, and they're always in the laundry.
Yeah, they're kind of like lighters, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, they're like pens, lighters, and guitar picks. Okay, like somebody's always stealing them. Somebody's like, "Can I borrow one?" And then you never can find yours. Like, it's just how it works.
No, and the one you do find, you realize, I'm pretty sure I took that from somebody.
Yeah. So, like, I can see if you see. I can play like this.
Is that awkward with like the up and down on your thumb?
No, because I only downstroke with it.
Oh, okay. You don't ever. Why?
So I'm plucking with my inside finger.
Okay, you're not upstroking.
If I turn this way, you can see.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. You're not trying to pull up with it at all.
Right. But as far as like, but my whole thing with this guitar isn't completely finished yet. Like I said, I'm probably gonna put better tuners on it at some point. But I started putting. The idea was to put have a theme with this. So the feather pattern on here is turkey feathers on the pick guard, and that was a hydrographic film that we had at the shop. And then I did black hardware with brass saddles and 9mm brass for the switch for this. So like that's a spent casing that I shot somewhere, you know. And then I haven't got the knobs done. Those are going to be 12 gauge high brass, like just the brass part off the end of a shotgun shell. So that's
cool.
That's about the end of it there. And then this guy here is this is Velcro. And that is for the purpose of slide in like that. So I can.
Okay, so is there any time that you would switch between that method of strumming in one song? Or is like typically like a song going to be like either you're sliding or you're not?
Well, on a regular guitar, I don't have to use it. I don't have to use my middle finger.
Okay, so there would be like a chunk of a song where you're sliding, and then a chunk of the song where you're not.
So I can use it as like, if I'm just I can strum still. It's a little different, a little awkward sometimes, different chords, but I can still go into a slide if I need to.
But if with that Velcro thing, you can kind of just quickly put it away and go on, or like pull it out at the right like solo.
Well, not quickly because it's back here. But if I wanted to, what I'm gonna probably do is, I'll probably go to a metal slide, and with a metal slide, like what I've seen guys do that play live, I don't need to have a quick change. But with a lot of the guys that do a metal slide, they'll just stick a magnet right down here on this bottom horn, and it'll just stick to it. You don't have to even worry about it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or guys that play with the glass slides, they have what they'll do is they'll glue a string to the back of it, and then that string will go to, usually it'll have like a Velcro strip here and a string, so that way they can just stick it on the back of their headstock.
Yeah, so they can just grab it. Yeah,
that way
makes sense.
they can grab it, right? So that's how that'll work. I haven't done that because I don't have a need for it. I don't play live.
I like that color. Have you gone, like, when's the last time you've done like a gig, or do you just kind of like jam on the internet, or like do you like
Sunday mornings at church?
Sunday morning?
Yep.
At church.
Yep.
Yeah. You bring that guitar?
I do not. I don't actually play guitar at church. I'll play bass or I'll play cajon.
Oh, okay.
And cajon is just a percussion instrument. A lot of people say, "Oh, there's that drum box." It's like it's a cajon, spelled Cajun, but with an O instead of a U. Cajon. Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't think I know what that is.
It's literally a wooden box that people sit on, and then they use their hands generally to play it.
Okay, maybe I have seen it then. I think I know what you're
A lot of
talking
acoustic. It's sitting under my desk. I'm not pulling it out.
about. That's all right. Right. Yo, your setup looks good, man.
It's getting
Awesome.
there. This is all a mess. And then the floor, it's a mess right now because I moved everything. I can look over my monitors and I can see the TV and keep tabs on family stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
always
see you later,
a,
guys. Have a good one.
I'm always yo, cheers,
Later,
dude.
brother.
Thanks for jumping into my
Yeah.
Discord. Oh, he left, but that's all right. Yo, I'm happy to see chilling in Discord. That's awesome. Excited for the next game jam. Yo, Scrat, I'm just saying, as a person who has professional man cave vibes, listen, consider getting away from central light and having a bunch of glowy shit around the room instead. Just consider it.
Do you not see the two glowy things that are not on?
Well, not because of the central light.
Light. Look, they're not on. There's a lava lamp. There's a Minecraft.
Yeah, man. Like you need about 11 more of those things. Now I hear you.
And I have I have a desk lamp that's turned to the wall, so the wall glows.
Turning your room on is a process and a half, and it's like flicking on a starship. It's like click, 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 click. But the vibes are so much stronger, you know?
I know. I'm all about that. But when
I can see the one central light like beaming off of your glasses, and I can just tell.
It's for that whole. It's for the purpose of, the live thing or whatever. When I'm doing the stuff with Rona.
Yeah. Hey, Lottie. Lottie's telling me I gotta get off the internet.
But this is my stronger point.
Yeah, you were using the pedal with this the other night.
Oh yeah, I had my fuzz on. I was playing some Muse stuff.
The fuzz. Oh man, it's dirty. I love how clean it comes into the Discord because, like, so you were telling me earlier about a sound system that I could hook my record player up to. Is that essentially what you have for your instrument?
I have an interface, a legit audio interface. My microphone's not USB. This is all
yes.
Well,
you've told me about that. Yeah. I just love how, like, I think I've seen other people play instruments and like various things in Discord before, but like just the clean sound that's coming into the Discord into your PC is like amazing. Yo,
So
listen, this has been like one of the best online hangouts I've had in a very long time. But I have to go. Scrapjaw, you're fucking jamming. I fucking love it. Thanks for coming in. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. Made it 3 hours today. I love it. Happy Friday. I'm gonna dip out of here, but you guys keep hanging out. I'll probably jump in Discord later. Probably throughout the weekend I'll be in and out. Yeah. Hey, Scrap. What I don't is the show you're doing with Roma. You are doing a show. Is it specifically? It's not for the cast. It's like on Rumble now, right?
yeah, it'll be
What's the
Saturday night at 10. Roma Nation, ROMA Nation, 10 p.m. on Saturday nights.
But that's not for the
On
Roma
Rumble.
Nation Discord. That's for like a Rumble.
That's for Rumble channel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would you mind throwing the link in chat? Because I wanted to try to fit that into my routine because I kind of revamped my whole with the new full-time job. I wanted to try to like I've been very good at working out this week, which I'm very proud of myself for because it's been a long time since I've had a good schedule of working out. So I'm not like really into it yet. I'm still waking up my body again.
Which chat do you want it in?
Just Twitch. Or Twitch, but also throw it into promo on the Discord.
There you go. And
That's actually funny because you posted a chat that said the word rum and it triggered a sound alert that said, "Why is the rum always gone?" because the word rum is in Rumble.
The rum is always
triggered
gone
the
because
Twitch.
I prefer whiskey. Where's the promo? There it is. Boom.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll try to keep tabs on it and fit it in. What time is it again?
It's like 9:13 right now.
No, I mean like what
10,
time is
10
your
p.m. We're live
10
at 10
p.m.
p.m. on Saturday nights.
All right, you guys, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a great evening. Have a great weekend, a long weekend to you. And yeah, see you on Monday. I'll probably have a longer stream on Monday because I got the day off. So fucking workshops all the time. I'm just gonna jump in Discord. Just all the time. Workshops open. I love it. You guys.
Bye.
Can you hear me now?